a year and a half ago, my business partner passed away with cancer. I said to him one day, we need to get together, and he was very busy and he was partaking in a lot of treatments, and so I said, well, why don't I come one day when you're having a treatment? And he said, okay, that's fine. I'm having a treatment next Tuesday at 5:45 p.m. And of course it's at the Cross Cancer Institute. So at 5:45 on Tuesday, I went down there, and it was downstairs, and there was a large waiting room. As I walked into the waiting room, I realized there was no one there. It was the end of the day, and all other patients had left. And as I looked around the room, I realized that cancer is a very, very lonely thing to have. Here was this man who, at one time, he was with the university all of his life. He was the Dean of Education at one time, was very influential in thousands of people's lives. And here he was, all by himself. And that was when I really felt that we had to do something.
When I heard about the possibility of Wellspring coming to Edmonton, I knew immediately I needed to be involved with this because I have been searching for some sort of resource support program like this for over 4 years now, and Edmonton has nothing like this, and it is desperately needed here.
Wellspring's going to provide a very all-inclusive programming to families dealing with cancer. I was diagnosed in 1996 for the first time. I had a very young family at the time. I did very well and rebounded from that experience. I was diagnosed again in 2001. Did well with that experience as well, and then had a major setback in 2007. When I was diagnosed, there wasn't support services in place for me at the time, for my family, for my young children. Wellspring will be a positive environment that's going to provide some hope no matter what your prognosis. My prognosis wouldn't be considered ideal, and yet I remain hopeful and living a full life, and I think people will find that in the Wellspring facility.
I don't have cancer, but I did lose my husband to cancer 4 years ago this winter. And when he passed away, we had a beautiful little 2-year-old girl and a 3-week-old newborn. It was a really difficult time for us. Confusion and panic and fear, all of those emotions come to you, and a service like Wellspring, what Wellspring will offer, is going to be something that will benefit not only the patients but family and support networks and caregivers as well, because there will be programs like that for them there that can tell you what you can do, how you can cope with cancer even if you're not the one living with cancer, because technically you are still living with it. You know, it comes to bed with you every night, and you wake up and it's still there. You know, I wish we didn't have to be going through this, but we are, and we are going to do everything we can to make sure that other families won't have to go through such a dark period like we did, and that there will be hope. We will inspire hope with this.
Wellspring is going to be the go-to facility in the city for cancer support. Everybody probably knows somebody impacted by cancer, or their families that have obviously been impacted by cancer. If you want to make a difference, Wellspring is going to be the place that makes a difference to thousands of people in Edmonton. It's going to be state-of-the-art. We're going to be progressive in our programming. We're going to have the support of the medical community, and you're going to want to be involved with it. I think it's going to be one of the best Wellsprings in the country. It will be the best Wellspring in the country.